Allow me to introduce myself, as some of you may already know me. I don't mean to be rude or intrusive, I just thought it would be fair to give you a warning. We may already be best friends, or you may hardly even know I exist. Either way, let me paint you some perspectives. On my campus, I walk down the halls of my high school. Too cool to pray and too proud to pursue the vision God has called me to. I'll say I'm waiting for confirmation or some kind of sign while I sit back and watch my classmates be blind. They have planks in their eyes, I'll say. I just have a little bit of sawdust in mind. Lord, this was not what I had in mind. I'm trying to be the light, but it's too dark in here to shine. I will justify and rationalize to nullify the pain of watching my closest friends die. I, the hardened-hearted Christianity. Well, me, myself, and I are doing just fine within the confines of the church property lines. We are seeing more and more come to church every single week, yet still experiencing defeat out on the city streets. 7 days without Jesus makes 1 week. That's why my favorite game to play is hide and go seek. Seeking Jesus at church, but hiding the rest of the week. And I am numb to feeling sympathy. Passion, a stranger to me. As if doing something about injustice is actually my responsibility. I'm too busy with my own calling and what God has for me than to actually do anything about the call God has placed right in front of me. But I'm such a good actor. I could fool Steven Spielberg. The performance I put on at church is superb. My script is equipped with mighty adjectives but lacks the verbs. I have won the Hypocrisy Oscar Awards. See, I learned all the motions until I became a master of disguise. Thought I could hide from the master of disguise, thought my own theories were divine. So I disconnected from the vine, telling everybody else where to find Christ, but never allowing himself to change my life. But I mean, my salvation is set in stone, right? I mean, I am a Christian by tradition, because after all, I do celebrate Christmas. These material presents are blinding me from God's presence. Now I'm bitter and restless, and my callousness has brought me to cowardliness. So in the fight to save my family, coworkers, and friends, I've become a pacifist. I'll sit in church, say I'm getting fed, while lacking the spiritual nutrients. Starved myself from fasting, so becoming well-fed was really becoming sick. Refused to partake of the bread daily, so I got anorexic. Developed a gag reflex, so I spat out the same regurgitated message and expected those around me to openly digest it. See, I have a confession. I am the victim. I long for redemption. I'm sick of saying I don't hear anything from God when really I won't listen. I'm tired of these conditions. Side effects are hard attacking me. Stealing the freedom that once pumped through these arteries. They put my heart's dreams into custody, handcuffed my destiny to apathy, cardiac arresting me when all I needed was arresting me. And what is the leading cause of death is heart disease. But even though these bones have been dry for the longest time, I think I can hear that still small voice calling the sleeper to rise. Because where there is death, he breathes life. He says, I will take your cold, callous heart and replace it with mine. Let me exchange your heart with its original design. So yeah, they do have planks in their eyes. You know what? So do I. But Jesus was the greatest carpenter of all time. He could craft destiny out of the very lumber found in the eyes of mankind. He enabled Noah to build the ark, Solomon to build the temple. Out of the very wood taken from the trees, he himself rooted in the earth. He would even plant a seed that would give birth to the very tree he would hang on to show you your worth. So I refuse. I refuse to drown in the same waters he walks on. And even though it was locked, it's the door of my heart he knocks on. So if you identify with any of the hardened heart symptoms, listen. Stop buying into the world sales pitches and slogans, because it will leave you bankrupt at the cost of your emotion. But Christ is in the business of putting frozen hearts back into motion. He's available 24/7 with arms wide open. And his unconditional redemption gives promotion to every testimony ever spoken. Because our cold, callous hearts are like God's glow sticks. To shine, they must first be broken.